sliding slow, sunset on the screen, CNS travel, Eddie Lugo on the scene. Chat lights up, we loading up the stream. Passport open, big plans, big dreams. From shorelines out to the studio glow, we dive in together.
Set sail on the 4.0 Booze Cruise, hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Departure, October 31st, 2026 from Galveston, Texas. Itinerary, Day 1, departure from Galveston, Halloween night kickoff. Day 2, fun day at sea. Day 3, Cozumel. Day 4, Bay Islands, Honduras. Day 5, Harvest Cay, Belize. Day 6, Costa Maya. Day 7, fun day at sea. Day 8, return to Galveston, memories that haunt forever. Don't miss out, reserve your cabin today.
Lights on, the lens, we need a set. Oh yeah.
Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good tonight. Ron made it in at the last minute. That storm coming up behind him, he's trying to get everything tied down in his yard so it don't blow away. So how y'all fellas doing tonight?
We're doing very well, sir. How about you?
Good, good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing better than I have so far today. It's been one of them days, where if something's going to break or go wrong, it's going to happen today. So trying to fix one thing, something else happens, and while you're trying to address that, something else happens, and then the phone rings, and you got to go over here because something else broke down, and it's yeah. So it's been a normal Tuesday.
You described my day to a T.
Yeah.
To a T.
Yeah, but see, I'm retired, Ron. I ain't supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm supposed to just be able to sit around, watch TV, and stand at the door and look out and see everything going on while I'm drinking coffee and all that. But
be like me.
Yeah, be like
yeah. You better go back to work.
Woo. No,
Ouch.
I've been going about a little over a year and a half. So after 18 months, I don't think there's no going back.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm too invested in this new job, retirement.
Retirement. When I grow up, I want to be like you.
There you go. Hey, all you got to do is go into work and tell them. But, hey,
see, I'm trying to get where y'all are. I still have like 12 more years. So,
well, let me tell you one thing. This is not what it's all planned out to be. All right. It's a lot of space in between. You got to fill up with something. And sometimes you could get a little, but alive, so moving on.
Yeah.
It's like me. I've been retired 6 years now. And like Sherman says, I'm done with working. I can't. My cardiologist automatically already told me you're not working for any place else. Don't even ask me because the condition of my heart. But I would love to do something on the side and even deliver parts or something. But he said, nope, I will not approve it. So
right.
I'm not about to go look for another doctor. So
Oh,
Moving
yeah.
on.
That's right.
Mhm.
Let's see. We got some folks coming in the chat. Let's see who all we got here. We first one coming in. We got Danny D coming in. Look after all of us. Hey, Danny. Then we got
She's throwing Skynet up and down.
Barry coming in. He must have heard Barry Brains was going to be here tonight, so he come to see another Barry.
Berries stick together.
Yeah. Got Keith coming in. Hey, Keith.
What's up, Key?
Keith's been busy. I've been seeing him posting stuff all left and right on Facebook and everything else. Every time you turn around, there's Keith popping up.
Good.
Yeah. To start with, I wondered if it was wanted posters, but I ain't seen no wanted on them. So,
Not yet.
Then we got Cat and Matt. Hey, Matt, hope y'all doing good. Hope you're behaving.
Welcome in.
Hope you're behaving, and Cat ain't got to straighten you out tonight. I said this should be interesting.
It always is.
There we got Life with EQ coming in.
Thank you.
Let's see. Good Matt chilling like a villain. Done with work until Friday. Woo.
It's been nice.
We got the general manager
Hello.
in. Got Miss Alice. Got Nicole coming in. Hey, Nicole. Appreciate you being here.
Hola, Nicole.
Everybody saying hey back and forth. Got Liz, Carnival Cruise Acts, coming in. We got the fam person here. I don't know who that is, but I got them coming in. Appreciate them being here.
That's Miss Darlene Hope.
Hello.
Well, they coming around in all the channels, so doing good. Let's see. Everybody saying hey back and forth. Let's see. HVA, I'm gonna tell you, you need to keep him on speed dial for the rest of the week if like the weather's gonna be here.
It's
gonna be tough. They're talking about heat index is 110, 112 Friday, Saturday.
Oof.
It's something else.
It's coming.
Let's see here. Let's see. Liz jumping around, doing a little surfing tonight. She's doing some channel surfing.
Good.
Of course, in reality, Liz has got at least three different devices going with all three of us on it. She's probably got one or two more going with some other stuff going on it too. She always had everybody pulled up.
She's got 2 set up at the bar, 1 that she carries around with her, 3 set up on her desk, and 2 set up on the recliner.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Let's see here. Nightbot's already kicking in. Decided to wake up. Let's see here. YouTube is more work than a real job. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. I don't see how somebody like Ron and people that work a full-time job and still put out videos and do lives and everything else. It's time consuming.
So wait, we're supposed to put out videos?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
The side, the front, and the back. What? Wait a minute. That sounds a little kinky.
That's for Saturday night, man.
You getting me? Yeah. Saturday night, yeah.
Saturday night conversations. Saturday night. Come on.
I'm gonna have to bring that disclaimer here too.
I'm trying to figure out why my darn panel just froze here. Hold on. All right. Let's see. It must be too hot.
Same thing.
Let's see.
Well, no, it's not.
Let's see. We got Scott coming in.
Excuse you.
That's tomorrow night.
Scott, I'm here to keep them in line.
All right. Well, you're the one that called for the sexy beast, so.
Yeah, it was on us. So you did a run.
Yeah.
Pay up. Pay up.
A sexy beast. All I see is Scott.
Right. Oh no! Who let the sexy beast in here? See,
It's only $1.75 an hour.
of course, Matt said he's already here, Scott.
He's already here.
Appreciate you noticing.
Oh, ouch.
Keith said he don't have bail money, so have to behave.
That's a great point, Keith. Not near as fun though.
Oh yeah, Ron ain't streaming, so she's only watching 2 of us.
Yeah, and anyway, I forgot to do that today.
Well, you can still click the button up top there.
Yeah, I could, couldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it now. Let's
Hey,
see.
Ron. Yes. No.
Don't put
Yes.
that on. Put out video. Don't put out on video.
That has to be Chris. That can't be Liz.
That actually is on the fans only page or only fans page.
Ooh.
Let's see. Do y'all ever watch the port cams and the cruise reports?
You know what?
Yeah.
Ron has a great point. I am not doing that Patreon stuff that everybody else is doing. I'm gonna do an OnlyFans page with my cats.
So, I don't do, is it only fans? I do the other one, fans only.
Fans
Oh.
only.
Yeah.
So that's in college time, right?
Yeah. You've seen me.
ABC.
Hey, DC, welcome in.
Yeah. Alice says she does it sometimes. I think she's talking about watching the ships and the cruise cams in the port.
And I hope she's talking to the other Barry too.
Yes, she is. Came here and left. Shall I take it personally?
I'll tell you later what I was doing that I needed to leave. So something to do with this. So it was better off.
Right.
So that's Ron's channel. Only meows.
No, his is all about football.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, glad you're here. We were talking a little bit before the show about Eddie wearing a.
No. I'm not be throwing me in the. Don't be throwing me on the bus. You're the one who's gonna be sexy up.
Might need you with some of your connections to keep him from getting kidnapped.
To keep you from getting kidnapped. Oh.
So Matt, everybody's heard of Chip and Dale's, right? It's the male entertainment show going around. Well, somebody my size, it's not Chip and Dale's. We just stretch it out, and we're chipping whales. We come in bow ties and everything, but it'll cost now. It's a premium we charge.
They cut him off. Only thing cut him off.
My bad.
I don't know why.
I won't say it again.
Go ahead. I don't know what happened. Like I said, my panel's froze over here on the right, so I'm trying to get it going. So
I want to know who cut you off. Danny,
Danny done it. See, we want to see that.
Oh, creepy.
Chip and dip. Only Ron Wells.
Oh my God.
Have to be careful. Make sure that don't sound like Ron White, so you get a copyright.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's see.
So it's you, Kurt,
Sausage
Bruce.
and dips.
Well,
Okay, that's wrong, Eddie. That's wrong.
So that goes back to the picture Eddie said he didn't have, but he does have. So
Hey, look, $20 is $20.
hey,
hey, $20. Lord. Woo.
yeah, I think so.
Well, I was going to do it, but it won't let me get my media stuff up. Wait a minute.
Oh,
No, I still can't do nothing. I don't know what in the world. So, anyway. Well, everybody, welcome to the show. We're actually going to talk about a little bit of stuff other than what we've been doing.
that's how I make my money, Keith.
There's Matt's Patreon movie right there. So anyway, I'm sure everybody knows, but we got guests down here tonight. We got Ron from the Fam Adventures / Barry Brains. Even though he's got a storm brewing behind him, he's going to try to keep everything at bay and help us get through this.
The Miami Hurricanes are coming in to wipe out Alabama.
But just in case we run off the rails a little bit, since the way we've started out, let's go on and get this out of the way here.
Ron's here, yeah. We got to put it up.
So since Ron's here, you know, we got Miss Josie Ann coming in. Miss Josie Ann. Let's see. Come on, I would for $2.99 a month.
Wow.
Well, darn, you told me that movie was $19.99. I don't know.
Hey, you get a VIP seats.
All right, it's Tuesday night, so let's get back on track here. Let's get back. We're gonna talk about, you know, what the real cost of running a YouTube channel before you get kicked off, which we're gonna do later tonight. Ron actually come up with this idea, and sent it to me. I don't know what, 3-4 weeks ago now, probably. Yeah. Altogether, and it's just he was extremely busy, and so I hit on it just a little bit, but Ron was finally able to give us a few minutes tonight to come up, and so we're going to dig in a little deeper with him and some of his ideas and his thoughts and what he's seeing on cost to him, and probably we'll talk about some things that he may wish he could do with YouTube or on YouTube, but because of the cost, he's holding off right now. Like a lot of us. I mean, we all like to have everything we could get and have up, for our YouTube channels, but everything costs money and everything's costing more and more, so we can't all do it all the time.
Right. Yep.
So we'll get into that. So Ron, I reckon to start out with, my first question to you is, what surprised you the most when you first realized that YouTube was not exactly free to do?
So one of the biggest surprises is that if you're on this side of it, you don't know the hidden cost. That's what they are. You don't see the hidden cost. If you're on the viewing side, it costs you absolutely nothing other than the device, the mechanism that you choose to watch with. If you want premium YouTube and all of that, okay, you pay for that, but that's not required. On the creator side, it's totally different.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of behind the scene costs that you don't know about when you first get into it, for sure. Found a vintage Wham shirt, thrift store, $5, can't beat it. But listening to Wham all day.
He's straight up a Wham kind of guy. I actually can see that.
Yeah.
A one sexy beast.
Yeah.
A Wham sexy beast at that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, Ron, do you think there's any way somebody can start a YouTube channel for free?
For free? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do. Because we did.
Right.
And the reason I say you can do it is you already have things in place.
Mm-hmm.
Most adults have some type of a computer platform, laptop, desktop, an abacus, something like that they're already using that they don't have to go buy. Most everybody has a video capturing device. I'm using my cell phone. When we're out and about, I use my cell phone. So most everybody has the two things you need. You need a video capturing device or a still picture capturing device and a PC computer to run what you need to put it on YouTube. So you can do it for free.
Right.
Or use existing material.
Right. You can start and find some free video editing stuff so that you can basic edit a video and that kind of thing. And then once you get into it, you're going to want some of this kind of stuff that Liz is talking about, especially if you're going to stream. You're going to have music, editing, more editing software, vidIQ. Then if you're going to get into Canva, they got a free version that you can do a lot of stuff with, but you're going to want to get the pro version into Canva shortly down the road. Then depending on if and what kind of AI stuff you're going to want to use to help you, they all got free versions of them, but you're limited with that. So it depends on how much content you're looking to do in a month's time, whether or not you're going to have to start paying for a paid version so that you can get that much content that you want to put out, or more bells and whistles.
And
so,
that's one of the things that I jotted down here.
Mm-hmm.
When a person decides to enter the YouTube world, they have to ask themselves what they're wanting in return. Why are you doing it?
Right.
So there's going to be reasons why people join YouTube. There's 3 people on the screen right here, and I can just about guarantee that all 3 have different expectations of outcomes from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we may have common denominators that we want to achieve, but I don't think they're all the same. There's nothing wrong with being different, but what do you expect to gain from starting a YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm.
And so if somebody were to come to me and say, hey, my name is Jack so-and-so, and I want to start a YouTube channel, how can you help me? Well, come to find out that he has a product that he wants to push worldwide, and he wants to use YouTube as a platform to do it. That's totally different from what I want to do. Oh, Eddie, pay your power bill.
You getting ready to have storm number 3?
It was Miss Alice saying, "Wake up."
Right.
She's over there laughing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
like I say
so
right
that's
here,
what,
yeah, a lot of the money part may actually be the cheapest part. Once you factor in
yeah.
your time, the work you got to put in, and the effort that factors into your costs.
John, he is so right. There's things that you're gonna want. If you're going, my philosophy is if you're gonna do it, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Right.
So if we're gonna do it, let's get to the point to where we think we're doing it right. I don't know what's right. Sherman, Eddie, I don't know what y'all think is right. What we try and do is the best that we can with what we have.
Amen to
So
that. Yes. Yes.
there are
I
things
agree.
that we're all going to need, the tangible things, cameras, equipment, lighting, green screens. Those are things that we gained over time. Then
Okay.
there's Chris, welcome in. And then there's the software, like you said, the platforms. There's platforms that I'm just now being exposed to that I think, oh wow, this would be wonderful, but we're deep enough right now.
Right.
And then there's knowledge. You're going to gain knowledge. You're either going to pay for the knowledge monetarily, or you're going to pay for it by experience.
Right.
Doing it the wrong way and having your hand slapped, doing it the right way and getting the expected result. And the one thing that I don't think anybody can put a monetary value to, and I think it was John that said it, it is that dadgum time.
Yep.
Your time is so valuable. It doesn't matter what you see here. You're taking time out of your life to do this live, a video, editing, and that's what those that are on the other side, the non-content creator side, don't always see.
Right. Yeah. Barry said he started for free, eventually bought a camera and paid for the editing software, but that's all he's got. He don't have a monthly cost at all because the software he bought a lifetime subscription to. So Leah says, yeah, then if you want stickers and business cards and different giveaways and that kind of stuff, exactly right. But then, Ron, one thing that we don't get the benefit of that Mr. Lugo does is people just give him money right here. You know, just give him some money. So,
They like him more.
yeah. And
Because I get things done.
let's see,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, one thing I could get to there, so
Thank you, Chris.
Miss Alice, thanks you for the super chat. Cat Matt said they're about $200 a month or close to it right now with their subscriptions and stuff. So it adds up. And you know, I don't honestly right now, I don't know how much a month I spend on stuff because it's a little bit here, a little bit there, and I got some annual subscriptions that, you know, I pay once a year, but I need to break down to the monthly cost, you know, to figure out. But I do know I'm already looking at a few things that, you know, increasing, like changing from a free version of something to a paid version of it. And I'm looking at, okay, well, that's $15, $20 a month.
Yep.
What is something that I'm spending $15 or $20 a month on that I'm not going to use or I don't need anymore? You know, try to cut that off to start that. But you know, after doing these shows, that's one thing that I do have to do is sit down and I've got to figure out so I know this is what I'm spending a month. All right, am I good with this? I mean, obviously I'm paying it, but am I good with, doing it, knowing that this is what the total a month is? Or is there some, and two, is there some things that I'm paying for that I'm really not using that I can cut out and save that money on? Because then, like Scott's saying, giving away giveaways and stickers and mugs and everything else, it's cost. There's a cost there that you do. And, if you want to grow your channel, that's stuff that you're going to do. So you can give away things and get your name out there and, stick a sticker on a phone box in Helen, Georgia. I mean, so.
Who did that?
I've heard of people doing it. So, let's see. Eddie pays so much for YouTube, he can't afford the light bill. First 6 months probably gave away $300 worth of stickers and magnets. Yeah.
Wow.
And he's right. Sticker Mule, they called me when I quit buying so many. Like we're currently stocking up for the Unhinged. They run specials, 50 for $19 or something like that.
Right.
And that's what we do. We'll buy those when they run specials, and that way we'll have them whenever.
Yeah. There's always, and if you talk about it, when we get off here, all of us is Facebook feed and everything else is going to have all kinds of stuff from Sticker Mule and all kinds of sticker companies and everything else with specials and whatnot. So, if you think they ain't listening, they are.
Another thing is that when you start your channel, you want to do good. So you start picking here and there, picking everywhere, every advice you hear, you want to get the best of whatever's coming out and stuff like that. Then eventually when you have everything and you realize you start going out on a cruise or whatever you're doing and you start filming and stuff like that, then you realize you only don't need so much stuff. And then you say, wait a minute, why did I borrow this stuff that I have now? And now what? And then eventually you learn to start cutting down and stuff like that. Learning how to shut down or finding better options to go to other companies. Because sometimes things don't show up out of nowhere. They just eventually pop out of, in front of you. You're like, dang, where was this 6 months ago? Or something like that, So you learn to minimize what you're able to give out and stuff like that. Now, like CCA and Scott, they like to give stuff out on their shows. So, of course, that becomes with a premium. And a good thing for them that they do get super chats and stuff like that to help them out. Cover some of that cost, because remember, this is a business of pennies. We're not here to make money. If you're here to make money and retire, sorry, but I got some good news for you. Ain't gonna happen. So just one of those deals.
Yeah, and there's Scott saying feel good stickers is cheaper and just as good. So everybody trying different ones, different companies, and I mean. Sometimes you can get some from Temu that are decent. Yeah, they're generally cheaper. I think it depends on. You need to know what you want to do with whatever you're going to buy, whether it's stickers or magnets or whatnot. So you'll know whether or not this is going to be good for Temu because I'm just going to hand these out walking down the street or whatever, versus we're going to go to a meetup somewhere or to something where you want a little more upscale merchandise to exchange. Then you'll go to Sticker Mule or somebody else to get a quality sticker, but you're going to have to pay more than what you would on Temu.
For example, I got this one's from Temu. I got a whole, I think like 50 of them for like $3. But what? They come on sheets. I gotta cut them down to single
Yeah.
ones. I'd rather eat the cost that I'm gonna pay for single already cut out ones, what I could do it myself, because this I could bring with me on a cruise or something, give them out. So it kind of helps out. I do buy a box of pen that I give out. I've been giving those out, the red and yellow famous Eddie Lugo Studio pens that they're around all over the place. And yep, that's right. I get 150 of them. No, I get 300, and they cost me $150 to get a box every time I get one. I've done it 3 times already, and they go out like hotcakes, especially on cruises. I take this and every employee that I give them a pen, they're about to give me a kiss. I don't know what's the deal with pens and stuff like that. They freaking go crazy. I got a restaurant and stuff like that. I give them pens out too, and they love it because you're always jotting stuff down. Stickers I give out maybe 1 or 2 with it, and other things. But I have learned to cut down a lot of that stuff too. I also get coasters and stuff like that for the people that I know they always having a drink, so they're able to have it at home. So those I give out, like you said, when we do a meetup or something like that, something to exchange and stuff like that. That's when I bring them in and give them and stuff like that. So you learn to be cautious also on how you're spending your money, because you got to have a budget, otherwise you're gonna be in trouble.
That's right. Well, this is Eddie Lugo Studios pens, but then this is Alice Lugo Studio pens.
Which one looks better?
You see who's putting the more bling stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Eddie's over here with the rest of them. I got Miss Alice's up here where I'm using. So just putting that out there. Putting that out there.
Well, you must know that's Eddie Lugo's studio expense on her pen too. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do her stickers, I do the pens, I do everything on that channel. It's like, and I do the videos too.
Right.
So she just sits back. She says, "Bring it, my son." See, you see the sign right there? I'm retired, but who I work for? Her.
Yeah. So have you got her latest videos done yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good.
She thanks you.
Oh yeah.
Look, I do have to say something that was really cool, and I don't have it. It's in our berry bag. On our last cruise, we had a swag bag. Hey, Miss Vicky. We had a swag bag giveaway, and not everybody got in there, but there is somebody in here, and I'll let him say something if he wants to acknowledge that. But he did an RIFD card.
Oh.
So that instead of me handing you a sticker, as we're talking about the YouTube channel, because I've got microphone and 10 people in line and all that, what you doing, I can tell them, and it's an instant contact, and I can take my RIFD card. I got my sticker on it now though, and I said, here, scan this, and it scans it. It takes them straight to my YouTube channel with it on their device, standing right there in front of you. What do? They click it.
No.
Now, we hope that they keep coming back to watch videos, so it lasts longer than that sticker. But 2, we set up a relationship. We start that relationship build. It's not as impersonable as, hey, here, take a sticker and a card, and hopefully you'll scan it later.
Right.
If they want to do anything, they're just going to look at their phone anyway. So it was really, really cool. And I had forgotten about it until it was sitting on the table one day, and Darlene put her phone down by it, and it scanned it. And I thought, well, no, that's really cool. So
yeah, that would be cool. Something to do. Now, how much do those cost to have done?
Okay, this one was a gift.
Right.
So I'm hoping he says something. I don't want to throw him under the bus.
Right.
But you know, I don't know what that would cost. So
It's called
okay,
a cheat.
yeah, but
So,
that is something that you don't have to give away. You just you let somebody scan it, and you know, since we're all traveling salesmen anyway, it's
right.
just another
Yep.
opportunity to share what we're talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This is like working retail. You got that right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're selling your channel. So you know your
Yeah.
product. So
Yep.
50 for $12.
And these are a hard card, like you put in your
Right.
wallet hard card.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've seen the ones I think what you're talking about. But I
oh,
don't think they're 50 for 12, but Eddie will run how many creators were on the bloggers cruise.
on the bloggers were 152 channels and 956 fans of the four major channels that were there.
Yeah.
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 It was a big
See, I
crowd.
love that idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It seems to be the thing now to have stuff. So
Oh yeah.
I collect them too. So
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few down here too. So, of course, I got the first one that I grabbed was of course
Yeah.
Carl
Is-
Cruise Apps. I got one that I can't show, so I ain't gonna show that one. Yeah, folks be trying to triangulate where I'm at to come get it, so I can't do that.
Can't do that.
okay, bada bing, bada boom.
Well, Ron, what did you film your first video with? Talk to you back on the price.
So when we were Barry, everything we did with an iPhone. And so at that time, it was probably an iPhone 12, maybe an earlier version, but it's been an iPhone.
Right. Okay. Which was something you already had, so you didn't have to go out and buy something. Let's see.
And that's what I was saying. Everybody has. I'm sorry. I'm assuming most everybody has a PC of some type that they can do
Hey, Will.
editing on. Hey, Will, welcome in. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
So, if you already use the things you have, you don't really you have them already.
Right.
But like everything else, you're going to see as you get into it, you're going to see something that somebody else has that looks really neat. You realize the limitations of your current equipment and you want to try to upgrade. You get FOMO, and like Sherman's got a little camera that I'm very interested in. I want to know how good the footage is. Not to replace anything, but to add to. There's
Right.
several times if you have more than one angle at something, you get better footage. And again, if we're doing this, and I speak for the fam, if we're going to do this, let's do it well. And so we watch our videos and we're our harshest critics. Man, we could have done this better. We've got different mics now. And so we go back and we listen. You can hear the quality is even better. So we're progressing forward and we're still constantly learning.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, when I first started, I had already got a GoPro, you know, because when I started buying cameras and started getting into it, I was doing it just for us. It was never a thought about having a channel. You know, I started a channel just for basically for storage, just to have somewhere for the videos to stay, so we could go back and look years later. The kids could go back, other family could go back, and that kind of thing. So I bought a GoPro off of eBay that was like 3 versions old at least, you know, and of course that and phones started filming with. And of course, then once I got started doing more, I said, well, you know, I'm gonna post some videos. I'm gonna put some videos up for more people to look at. Well, then I started looking to see what other cameras and stuff people had. So you know, well, yeah, okay, well, so I got to go out and I got to go buy this Canon camera, you know, for vloggers, because the screen flips up and you can see what you're doing, and you know, this, that, and the other. And I did some videos with it, but it's been in the backpack for a couple of years now. You know, then I got the DJI, the Pocket 3. Then last year I got the one that you wear that you were talking about, which Eddie's got one now too, but to try out. But you know, you always see something that that you want to try.
Yeah.
And you know, then like you said, especially if you get into doing lives like we are, then it's a whole lot different, you know, mics and lights and everything else. Eddie, Carl Cruz Addicts just gifted 10 Eddie Lugo studio memberships.
Holy mama!
So that's great. That's great.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So we'll play. I can get to that video again, so we'll play that again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Holy, thank you. Amen to that. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Wow.
I think that one will even go.
Oh! I didn't know what to say. Oh, a little bit. Not bad.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I did. Who took? Wait, that was on the other end. Oh, never mind. I know who. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But thanks, Leah. Chris, that was that's big right there. Support. Yeah, y'all always amazing supporters and doing stuff like that. Just keep giving. So
it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shush.
Let's see. Hitting calls like show ideas and getting props. Yeah. You know, if you got Star Wars mask and you got bananas and cheese sandwiches and, you know, all kinds of props like that you can use in the shows and lives and stuff, all that costs money. So, you know, you get them big Foster cans of beers that sit around, you know, they cost a lot. So, but yeah, you know, getting back to the streaming, that Liz's gift there caught my attention to sidetrack me. But you know, you look at, you know, you get a webcam to use your laptop to stream with. You know, then you got to get lightings and you got to get, you know, microphones. And which microphone do you get? You know, do you go get a Rode mic that, you know, you can swing up and down and move around, or do you get one that you wear that you may already have for your DJI camera or what have you? You know, you just look and see. Then, do you keep using the laptop you've had for 10 years, or do you know, get a new laptop or desktop just for that, or do you go have you a desktop, built as a gaming computer, so that it'll work better. So it's all in the product that you want to put out, that you're willing to pay to have the equipment to do what you want to, that you are able to afford to do. But there's actually a huge hidden cost behind everything that until you get into it and start going down that trail that you don't think about things that'll cost.
If you break those down, in my opinion, what you're wanting to do with your YouTube channel is probably going to define what you're going to need to keep going. If you're looking to make money, you don't want to be shooting videos off of an iPhone. If you're looking to make money, you probably need a quality editing team to put your material together. For us, it's not about the money. I think I read in the comments, for us, it's not about the money. If that happens, that's going to be great. It's wonderful. One of the big things is the validation. As much time, which is that priceless entity that we talked about earlier, part of you being validated is response, a view, a sub. In my mind, what we're doing, we do for fun, but we're validated saying, hey, this is something that we enjoy doing. And that's done through a view, through a sub, a comment. And it doesn't always have to be a positive comment, because if I were to set 10 people down at the table and say, did you really like that last video? And nobody's there to record their responses, it wouldn't be a 90%, oh yeah, that was great. If they're perfectly honest, it wasn't bad, but okay, tell me what those buts are, because a lot of times, and I give credit to Bill and Scott on this, we put out what we like. I like certain colors on my screen, and guess what I gravitate to? That's what I go for, because I like that appeal.
Right.
But it's not what I like. It's what you like. I don't like red and yellow. I think it's like orange and green. They're tacky colors. But you know what? It works for Eddie. And Eddie, I'm just picking on Miami, so it's when we stop and think, what we're doing pleases us at the moment, and if we want to tell y'all the story, how do I appeal that, make that appealing to you, the viewer? And so we're not professionals. We don't pretend to be. I hope that what you see here is what you see in person. We try to do that. Yes. But I'm actually a little bit nicer here than I am in person, because, you know,
I'll say in Helen, he wouldn't even talk. He'd just go off somewhere else. Wouldn't even have nothing to do with us. So,
If you ever cruise with Ron, just buy him a drink and that's it. He's your buddy all night.
Yeah, it takes me that long to drink it.
That's what I was going to say. If you buy him a drink, it's going to take him all night to drink it.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to get in trouble here. Hold on.
Oh, Miss Alice, don't do that. Golly.
That thing is older than my grandkids.
Man.
A little headbutt there, yeah.
Jennifer?
So, Jen.
So once we get into, you got your camera, you got your computer, this to me is a cost that people don't even think about until they need it.
Right.
I was very fortunate when we first started. I had a company paying for mine, and then all of a sudden, budget cuts and everything, and they get a job.
I do have a job.
And then all of a sudden that goes away. I know how to do Adobe Pro. I'm not a professional. I'm still learning,
Right.
but I'm very, very comfortable in Adobe Pro. And when they said, "Oh, we're not doing that anymore," I got to pay for this now.
Right.
That was not a part of the deal when I first signed up,
That's
and
right,
they
yeah.
just went up on it.
Right.
You're welcome.
So I don't know what you said, boy.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And then before that, I said $8 million.
Danielson.
Daniel says hello.
Hey, Danny. So,
And so
that's really
then you
bad.
you said Canva earlier.
Yep.
We had Canva. We had the Pro. Well,
Right.
Cutback said no more. But I already had things designed that if you don't have Pro, it's like a quilted pattern over whatever.
Right.
And so when I went to post it, it wouldn't let me because I didn't have permission.
Right.
So
Yeah.
added Canva Pro to it. AI, whether you are using it in a feed on a daily basis or whatever, whether you hate AI or not, you're going to end up using it, if nothing else, but for research.
Right.
Because that's where Google takes you. Google, Yahoo, or whatever, when you do your search for anything, it's going to try and take you to their AI or an AI platform so that they get you on their AI plan.
Right.
If you use it, and you will, my wife uses it, and she actually told me to do it. Go ahead and buy the subscription, the cost version, because for us, once we started using it, it made things so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Now she uses it in her job a good bit. DC, have a good one, man. And then I end up using it for work because I have to write professional emails, and the way I say it is not professional. So,
Right.
we're into that already, and I don't want to make it about that, but we're not monetized. So what we're doing is we're spending our money, but we're also getting some enjoyment from it. So it's an investment in our time, our money into something that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to learn something. I'm going to give some advice here. And this is what happened to me a few months back. And I know Randy's still going through it. I start using CapCut a lot. And I start using AI with it. I start using pictures and stuff like that. And I was putting about 3 shorts per day. All the way, I had set up all the way till July. And out of the blue, YouTube took me up the program. Apparently, I was using too much AI. But do they tell you that? No. I have to do some research and stuff, looking around and stuff like that. And I'm going through what happened to Randy before me, like a few days before me. And then I start finding out a bunch of other channels getting caught up too. It was all about AI. Why? Now YouTube have Gemini. So apparently they are punishing you for using somebody else's AI because you're not using theirs. So I went ahead, in those 3 months that I was surviving without any pennies from YouTube, I went ahead and cleaned up my channel. I got rid of all those setups that I had till July. I went ahead and released some of the videos that I already had with a minimum at least 100 or 200 views in it. And I started cutting out. And I cleaned up enough of it. And now because you have to have descriptions and a whole bunch of stuff on your videos when you use AI. Now I don't do any of that. I use normal, regular stuff that I film, and the minimum descriptions I put in. And I'm also doing my own music now. I don't ever use no epidemic sound or anything like that. I do my own thing now. And also, get it all together, learn some more stuff about it. When I reapply within 6 hours, I will put back into the program. Why? Because I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. And now I'm using Gemini when it comes to hashtags and stuff like that to add to the videos. I put it in there. So this way, YouTube sees that Gemini is being used somehow. But no more AI on the videos at all, or only on thumbnails I use it, with the graphics and stuff like that. On my intros and outros, I use some of the Capco stuff, and I mix with AI a little bit of it, my sound, and that's it. On the video, you will never see any more AI on it because I don't want them to. Those 3 months hurt. So I've been very cautious about it, and I want to let you know that try to do the best you can to stay away from using on your own videos. If you do, make sure you have descriptions of everything. Make sure that you're in it too, and do not use anybody else's content on your videos because that will hit you too. And I like CME's comment here about what he said at the beginning. I spent a few bucks because I had some merchandise when we met in Helen the first time. I like to bring stuff to a nice meetup when I meet you for the first time. I like to give you something nice. So I know it's an expense that I'm doing, but I don't mind doing it. Because in the long run, I want you to be to feel good that I have met you. I met your channel. We finally met in person, and just move on from there.
Yep. Yeah. You got to do that. But the AI. Ron, you talking about you whether you want to or not, you're going to start using AI in everyday life. If you pay attention, Google has already tied in Gemini to regular Google. So if you go to Google and do a search, it's going to pop up that search, but it's going to pop up an AI result first.
Yep.
And then if you look at the bottom of that it's going to tell you, well, if you give me more details, I can tell you exactly what this is or what to do. And you just type in a little bit more and you just start that running thing, and you don't even realize it, but you're in Gemini AI already. And so there's a lot of people that are using AI that don't even realize they are, but it's just getting more and more. But like Eddie said, use it for your thumbnails, use it to get ideas, use it to do research, to put together a plan, but just don't create an AI video to post on YouTube.
Right.
And
because eventually you will get in trouble.
Yeah.
AI is not new, guys. It's been around as long as what we call the internet has been around. It just has a different interface now. Yahoo search, Google search, all of those, that was early stage AI. It was going out and getting what you ask for and presenting it to you. It's just developed into or evolved into what it is now.
Right.
And you may like it, you may not like it, in whatever, but I think it has a place. It's progression, and so I think that's a good thing.
Yep, it's here to stay.
Yeah.
And Liz is not wrong.
Yeah.
Keep your content authentic, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's just go ahead.
That's what most people go to YouTube to watch, is real life, authentic, real stuff, especially the content that most of us are putting out. They're looking to see what it looks like if they go on a cruise and they go to St. Martin or Nassau or wherever. They don't want to see a AI version of it. They want to see actually what it looks like. They want to see what that 3D wall in Nassau looks like, even though it's broke all the time because they had the same people that make the milkshake machine for McDonald's build the wall.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's always broke when you go.
It was very disappointing to be there this past at the beginning of the month and all black. It's like, what the?
Yeah. You know, luckily for us, the first time we went back to Nassau after they did all that, it was actually working. So we got to see it one time, but every time since then, it's been like Eddie. It's just been a black screen. You know, it's a great tool to enhance and help with creativity. But you know, keep your content authentic, and because that's what people come to see. That's what people want to see. You know, if they wanted to see an AI video, they could just punch in on Google themselves, show me a video of Nassau, and there you go.
And they're right. It's a tool. Put it in your toolbox.
Yep.
Yeah. Put it in your toolbox. There's a right job for it. Use it then. You don't use a hammer when you need a screwdriver. Well, yeah, you could. Yeah.
You don't use a screwdriver when you need a hammer. How about that?
Okay,
well,
yeah, we'll go with that.
You can.
That's you're not wrong.
You don't use a sausage when that's
yeah, no wrong. Yeah, that's later.
That's another show. That's another show. Well, Ron, what's one piece of equipment or software that you have bought that has been worth every penny you spent on it?
I'm going to say that the best piece of equipment that we've purchased so far is our lapel mics. Darlene actually gave that to me for an early Father's Day gift. And because I edit the videos, I hear the little things, the cheap Amazon ones that we had before, which worked great. But as we evolve, we get better.
Right.
The difference is night and day. Yep. To the point on our last cruise, I didn't realize how much it was picking up. There were times that I would take a drink and it would pick that up. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know it at the time, but when you get back in to the editing, you hear things and I'm like, what is going on? And I focus down to what it is. It's not so much picking up ambient noise or noises that are further away, but it's what's happening where the mic is. So when my beard would actually rub up against it, it would make a ruffling noise. And that just blew me away. That I think that by far would probably be the best piece of equipment we've gotten so far.
Oh, well, that's good. Sean, I stopped myself because I want to leave you wanting more. You know, you wanting more to come back to. Okay, well, you know, that was worth every penny. What's the one thing that you bought that you probably could have skipped or probably shouldn't have bought?
Hindsight being 2020, I think some of the things that we shouldn't have bought is going to be audio setup equipment. The cheap mics, they filled the need at the moment. But as we're going on, one of the things that we probably could have done without is another mic, basically like a boom mic that we don't use anymore. Now, we got a really good deal on it, and then we ended up with this system. But if we would have taken a little more time, a little more patient, and researched, then we probably would have got maybe a Rode, something like what you have, something like that would have filled a bigger need. But now we know, and if you know better, do better.
Right. That's right. Um, man, you believe we already been an hour and 10 minutes? Uh, uh, hey, Linda.
Linda.
Linda M coming in.
So I don't think I shared with you what our monthly expense is.
Yeah, that's where we were getting ready to start going. Go right ahead, sir.
Our monthly expense. I'm looking at my wife because
Do you need to whisper, or she within throwing distance? So
she's not in throwing distance, and she just gives me that look. So we've broken everything down. Adobe, Chat, Canva, vidIQ, all of these things a month is $127. That does not include promotional material like T-shirts or stickers or anything like that.
right.
And I have to say, it was you and Eddie and Chris, I think, that was talking about this, or maybe in Ryan. It may have been both of them. But it got me thinking, and while I was thinking, that's when I shot you that message.
Right.
Because it's a credit card charge, it's reoccurring, and when you do it once, you don't think about it again.
Right.
And so I'm not that way. I'm very, very minute, down to the penny when it comes to the expenses. And when I broke it all out, I thought, okay, what we're doing though, it's an investment in, and we're okay with that.
Right.
I think it's $125 well spent.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you want to progress your content, progress your lives. So, you're gonna have to spend some money to do that. You're not gonna be able to continue using what you've already got and making it better and better. You're gonna have to spend some money, and it's just all in kind of like what you were saying early on, was what you want to get out of it. Matt said the best equipment they bought was a DJI 3 mic, DJI Pocket 3 camera,
Yeah.
podcast microphone. So yeah,
Those pockets.
His mic when he's on, lives with us and he's on doing his mic does sound real good and clear, and you don't hear anything in the background.
Yep, I agree.
So, yeah, I've gotten a few gimbals over time that stay in the closet. They were for, to put on like the GoPro or, another camera or a phone or something like that. And I think, like Liz said, now the stability in your phone is just about good enough. You don't need a gimbal with it. And I'm using the Pocket 3 DJI, which is built-in gimbal, so you don't need them.
Yep.
So I think those are some good cameras, to have and use, and the mics that come with the DJI mics. I don't know for y'all, but for us, our local news channels, that's what they're using a lot on the news. In the studio, doing the news, you see them all. They got their DJI mics clipped on places.
Wow.
And so they're good. Duck from the ABC cruise.
John, that was a lot of fun. My son made that for us, and the cruising ducks. Mm-hmm. So what I thought was, because he did it for us on some other cruises, is take the duck, 3D print it with the ship's name on it, and in this case, it was like the ABC cruise, and then we put our name on the duck breast, and that's what we give out as our swag.
All right. Yep.
Nice.
Let's see. I don't use a gimbal at all. Anyone want to buy one? No, I got enough. If you find somebody interested, let me know. We can send a few more to them.
My gimbal is so old that it'll start creeping on me, and so I have to reach over there and bump it. We used to
Right.
use it in our lives, and then I got tired of it and bought a phone holder. So, but we don't use it as often as I thought we would.
No. What do you use for storage of content?
Great
What do you
question.
use for that? Because
Great.
that's a huge cost that people don't think about.
You're all over it. You're going to record on a device. You pick the device. It doesn't really matter. At some point, you're going to have to decide to delete that material or save that material. You've went through all this trouble to create something. You're not going to just throw it away.
Right.
You're going to want to store it. And if you're smart, you're going to buy a big box to put it in because you're going to fill it up before you know. And those terabyte drives are about $150. And so I think for Christmas, I got a 2 terabyte hard drive.
Mhm.
That's where once we post something, I dump everything into there. I have 3 externals that I use. One that I use for development, one for posted material, and then one for everything else, personal items and stuff
Right.
like that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, because if
13 terabyte.
yeah, that's the hard drive, but they got some external ones too. But you get a couple terabyte, which I've got one down here. I think it's 4 or 5 terabyte. You think, oh man, that I can put everything on that. It don't take long to start filling them things up when you start putting the content you got. And I'm not gonna say that everything I've ever recorded I've still got, because there's some stuff I don't, but some stuff I lost and wish I had it. I didn't mean to not have it. But even content that you have that may not make it into a video that you're doing, you may need it 6 months later. You may say, hey, I got that. I can use that, add into a video, or you can make another video with the content that you didn't use. So you don't want to get rid of it. And you got to come up with some way to categorize everything and keep it so that you can find it again. But it's a matter of you're just gonna keep everything on SD cards, which is fine. You're just gonna need something to store them on. Or you get the external hard drives, or a 13 terabyte hard drive in your computer, or like Ryan, is looking into some servers and different things, and Eddie backs up a lot of stuff to in the cloud. I've got a lot of pictures and some videos that I use with my phone. I've got it backed up with Google, Google Photos, so I can pull it off of there, and there's all kinds of things, but they all come with a cost. So it's a matter of how much you can afford to store what you've already done, and which way works better for others. I mean, some people may just want to keep, the SD cards, take them out of the cameras and put them in a book or whatever to keep them, and just write on there with a Sharpie what it is. That's fine. Or I think Matt was talking about NAS system. That's a lot there.
We do
Amazon Prime. So
we do like you do. When we upload something,
now that's Dustin. Dustin backs up the toilet.
Thank you.
And floods it everywhere.
I don't go to
So-
the Seaway Lounge. Dustin does.
Dustin does that. When our kids are in high school, in college, and they run across one of our old videos,
Right.
that's priceless. That's going to be something that you can't plan for. We keep everything because what happens if something happens to our channel and they can't access it?
Right.
So I know the stuff is out there, it's forever out there, but if it's not accessible to those that want it, family members and all of that,
Right.
then we didn't really do well protecting that. Liz, like Cruise Nuts.
Yeah.
You lose all of that material that
Right.
that we've invested so much time in. This way, at least the kids, the grandkids, the great grandkids, or whatever, can say, "Oh yeah, look, they still use a terabyte drive, whatever," and they pull it up. So,
Right. Well, and not only that, another reason why I hang on to most, if not all, of the content is, we'll go on a cruise and we'll, put out one video per day of the cruise and travel time and everything else most of the time. But we'll record a lot more content than that we don't put in there. But there's a lot of that content that we'll want to go and look at later and remember, or the kids would want to see it, or other family members would want to see it. So that's, when we do vacations, then we film and we make content out of that. That's good. But we also filmed it for all of us to have those memories that we can go back and watch again. So that's another reason why we keep pretty much everything. But it comes with a cost, but it's what's all in what you want. Let's see. Bust our butts putting the content together and save forever. Yep. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're muted, Ron. Ron, you're muted.
yeah, I'm sorry, I was petting the dog.
Yeah.
Liz is right. We've worked hard on that. Whether we get 1 view or 1 million views, that's us.
That's
we
right.
put ourselves out there.
Yeah. Well, that's just like that little clip I did showed a while ago when we were in Helen that night.
Yeah.
That's not nothing that's going to be in any video or anything. I just put it up just because y'all were here. But that's something that we'll want to see again. We'll want to look. We'll say, and when we watch it, that'll trigger some stuff, and we can remember everything that went on that night at that table when we were sitting there.
Yes.
Yeah. The baby bottle and everything else. I mean, we can remember.
Well, some of us will be able to remember it, and some won't. So
that's right. Some folks will have to say, "See, you were there. Remember?"
Whether you remember or not, I have proof.
Yeah. I mean, let's see.
Tripping with R&B. I know everybody tells you. I know you'll hear it 1 million times. But if once you do it, it becomes second nature, and it becomes so much easier. Right. I will tell you, it's not going to go right every time. Still to this day, it doesn't always go right. No. But that's part of it. It's not edited. It's not rehearsed. I have my talking points. It doesn't mean I have a script, but it keeps me on task. I get distracted very, very easy. That's the reason I have these things, is to keep me focused, but it becomes so much easier. Yeah, that's right. You just, the main thing is, and the hardest thing and the main thing is just to get comfortable being on camera talking. Yeah. I'll tell you that
it's a lot easier doing lives with other people than
Yeah.
if you try to do live just you.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of getting used to, because you don't hear anything other than you talk. There's no response to what you're saying other than what people may be typing in the chat. And that's not normal. That's not something you're used to. And that's what I think one of the main things that causes a lot of anxiety with people doing it, is doing it by themselves and not hearing somebody talk back to them and not responding to something they say or a question they ask. So, if you just find somebody that's, hey, all of us have multiple shows a week. Sometimes if you want to be on the panel, just send any of us a message, and we'll let you come up on the panel to get your feet wet, to be up there with some other people and get a little more comfortable with it before you try to do it by yourself. My first, no, I'll get ready to say my first couple was by myself, but they won't. Of course, they were way back when I finally decided that I was a guest on those shows. But when I decided I was going to do a show, the first couple I did, it was just me. And I'm going to tell you, that was weird. I can do them again. I mean, I can do it and stumble my way through it, and that's fine. But I do enjoy a panel a lot more than just me. And I think it's just because of that interaction, hearing a response back. But yeah, anytime you want to be on a show, send us a message, and we'll get you up on a panel.
So I was going to cut you off, Sherman, but since I'm on your show, I won't do that.
Hey.
Something is in the works behind the scenes for the fam. Tripping with RB. I'm going to send you a message later to give you something to think about as well. I don't want to spill it yet. I'll do that Monday night. Matt, you're shy?
Terabyte. 64 terabyte for $200.
From where?
4 gig RAM. It's a NAS drive. So you got to have the NAS system to put the NAS drive in, if I remember and understood right. But that's 64 terabytes.
That's a network television kind of thing there,
Yeah. But I want to say just to get the racks for like 3 drives or something like that, I won't say it was $700-800 just for the racks to put them in. And then you have to go and buy the drives like what he's talking about. If I remember correctly. I may not. I have been known to get confused once.
Or twice.
About what?
You see? Hey, Sherman, what you got in your hands right now?
That is tape.
Yeah. I just have this. He has tape.
Yeah.
And I got this.
You got a banana or a lip banana.
Don't worry. Sometimes it could go doing.
Yeah, 3 for travel and 6 for podcast. Yep. So that's great. All right. Well, I put it down. I pick up Alex Lugo Studios pen again. Or I got Moose Knuckles coaster.
The Moose Knuckle coaster.
Yeah. So, or I got the CNS Travel sticker there. So we got plenty of stuff to fidget with around here.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Another expense that I think we don't really don't talk about that is a cost to us as creators. Everybody don't have to do it, but travel when we go to these meetups and that kind of stuff. But I think all of us, we go to these meetups to meet people that we interact with on YouTube, but to meet them in person, but also to network, to get more ideas, to, help grow all of us. So I think that's an expense that we all have that, I mean, you don't have to do that, but I think, we talked about, wanting to progress and wanting to improve your channel and everything else. You need that networking ability, and that's the perfect place to do it. So that's going to increase the cost for that. We'll use Helen as an example. We go to Helen, that's 2 or 3 night motel room. How you got there, whether you drove or flew, then food and everything else while you're there. I mean, I think, last year was my first year, but I think it was worth every penny that we spent to go to where, I can't wait for March 19th to come around, so we'll be there next year. But I think that's the expense that, people, have to think about.
In our niche, let me re-step that. The niche that I'm a community in the community with.
Not Liz.
Good night, Miss Liz. We travel, we do things,
Right.
And so, to me, you're absolutely right. It is a cost, but it's one of those costs that is the investment part.
Right.
We love Helen. We've been accepted with open arms, and we enjoy that. Getting to hang out with some great people and Eddie, a couple days.
Yep.
Those are the things that you don't put a price tag on.
Right.
Now, you're right. For us, our content, when we go out to eat or something, not all the time are we going there, but we think, hey, can we go there and get this as well? So, why are you sending cruise tubers packages, John? Oh, I'm sorry, that was out loud.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm making a note real quick.
Y'all better watch out. He's taking down names.
Yeah. And so for us, I don't know if y'all can hear the siren coming by.
I can now.
So those are the things that we do. Cruising, that's a whole nother ball of wax.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing cruises. We're going back to Miami for the Unhinged. When we both left Miami in April, we said we'd never come back. Not because it was bad, but it's such a cluster. If you've been to Miami, you know what I'm talking about. But we're going back, and Eddie, you know it is. It is that Port of Miami is a cluster. Am I wrong?
There's ways to get quicker in there.
Okay, but it's still a cluster. 285 right now is a cluster, isn't it? In Atlanta, that's a cluster. It's going to be better in 10 years. But
I think there's going to be more traffic in 10 years than now. So it's just always going to be an expanding thing.
And it's a growing pain.
Yeah.
But now that we got away from it and we know what to expect, we pack this little thing called patience now, or tequila, whichever one you prefer. and it's just something we'll deal with. It's something we're going to deal with to get there to do what we want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron, I'm not calling you out, John. Okay, yeah, well, maybe I am.
That's all right.
John's a Twitter, not a Twitter.
Oh my.
I can't even think of the name of it now. Oh well.
TikTok.
Nope. The Twitcher. He is a Twitcher.
Whatever
Yeah.
that is.
All right then.
Yeah, my phone will ding here in a minute now. There's another thing that if you're new to YouTube, tripping Twitch, that's what it was, Twitch. Who was it? Tripping with R&B with RB.
Right.
You're gonna need a platform to stream with. If you are computer savvy and you can get OBS, which probably is the walking dog if you can learn it. If not, you're going to end up with a StreamYard, a Restream, an EV Mux, one of those. You can do the free version, but you are very, very limited.
Right.
We're wanting to do some things that we're fixing to have to incur another $200 expense just to be able to do it. But we think it'll be a lot of fun.
Hey.
We hope. John, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I'd have 2 nickels.
That's my thing.
I know I stole it.
But, well, he just puts you up there because you're here. You know, it's actually Darlene and Marsha probably, but you know, hey.
Okay, so that's not a lie. I mean, we know that.
Yeah, just putting it out there. But yeah,
See, to me, a StreamYard is a big expense that I have. I remember those days at the beginning where I used to pay only $10. And
Right.
out of the blue, they decided to rack up the price, screw everybody, and moving on. Unfortunately for me and StreamYard, we had a strained relationship where I've been fighting to get at least I'm hoping to get a handicap discount, but that ain't happening. I have to like really be behind a lot. So, but at the same time is that I am so comfortable with StreamYard. And another thing is that I'm always on a live, and Saturday nights is the best thing I could have because I could bring 10 people with me. So I am eating the cost of it. Now that I'm back on the program, that some of the money that I do make on those pennies that I accumulate helps me to pay for StreamYard, some of the expenses that I have here and there. So even though I'm still on the red every month, but at least covers a lot of it, a lot of that expense that I have to do. So for right now, I will continue using StreamYard for the time I've been told use Restream, use this. Me and computers don't get along, but StreamYard to me is so easy to maneuver that I'm good with it. So let's say they decide to clean my level that I'm at and go to the 88 then I might be in trouble. Then I might have to start looking into some deals, or I'm gonna have to do some kind of moving around deal, but we'll see. Hopefully they're not listening and decide to cut off the level that I'm at and go up to the 88. So then like I said, then I'm in trouble. So we'll see.
yeah.
I will have to cut out the cheese budget and use it for StreamYard, and who knows. So and I'm not gonna be too happy. So.
Won't be able to have cheese. Won't be able to have butter for your rolls.
Yep,
No butter?
no butter.
Dude.
I will have to enjoy that on cruises. If and that's another thing. What?
You can cut the coffee out.
No. I'd rather go outside and get some dirt, some black dirt, than put it through water and drink it. So yeah.
Dude, where you live, you don't have black dirt. It's red.
It's right, yeah.
Red clay, red clay. He said he got to draw a line somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon we ought to start heading toward the finish of this thing. But Ron, what's the one thing you wish you'd have bought sooner?
Life insurance.
What'd you say, Eddie? What'd you say?
Life insurance.
I have that, thank you. I'm worth
Okay,
more to
good.
her dead than I am alive.
Same here.
One thing that I wish I would have bought sooner. So I think it's going to come back to the production side, the capturing side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using a 13 or 14 iPhone, but the newer iPhones, I think they're 17.
Yeah.
Darlene and Daniel have the 17. I have the older one, and their phone is so much better. And so when we first started, my phone was perfectly fine.
Right.
But now I can see a difference in their quality versus my quality. And so I maybe want to lean more towards the video capturing aspect. So I guess I really haven't bought it yet,
Right.
but I see her phone, so I
you
may
wish
end
you
up that
had.
way. Yeah.
So you haven't bought it yet, but you wish you had.
Yeah.
Well, what's the one thing you would tell a new creator not to waste their money on?
I would tell a new creator not to waste their money on dang.
I would say new cameras.
Yeah.
Every so
I wouldn't
often,
waste.
No.
That one's a
Don't-
tough one.
No. Yeah, I'm kind of like Eddie. Don't go out and buy the $2,000 camera.
Yeah.
You're not on television. Yeah.
You know, most of the time, the camera on these things right here now are just as good or better than that $2,000 camera is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you already got it, and you got it on you 90% of the time. And now you can go and you can buy other cameras like DJIs and that kind of thing, which are great cameras. They're small, they're lightweight, they do good quality pictures, and you can get them for different packages, different price range from $500-$600, somewhere around that. It'll come with a mic and a few other things a lot of times. But don't go out and buy the $2,000 camera and think, well, I got to have that because I want to put out videos and content like the big time people do. Well, if you pay attention to the big time people, they're using phones and DJIs. That's what they're using. They're not using those big cameras anymore because they're so big and bulky. They cost a lot, and the quality is not that much better than the DJI or the phones. One thing you'll learn when you're out filming is the less intrusive you are, the better content you're going to get.
Yep.
You walk around with a big camera, everybody's looking at you like, what's he doing? What are they doing? They don't see that DJI as much because it's so much smaller. And everybody's walking around filming with their phone, so they don't pay no attention to that because they're used to that every day, whether they're on a cruise or they're going to Walmart. There's somebody walking around with the phone filming stuff. So, I wouldn't go out and get a big camera like that. And start out with just what you got.
What you got?
You know, start out with that, and because a lot of us we spent money buying all this other stuff and went back to what we already had.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes, and yes.
So
Remember,
Because every
we're filming in the same group. Anyways, we're not
Yeah.
like you said, we're not filming for television. We're not filming for films. It's
Yeah.
within ourselves. You know, you got to be minded too. Everybody has the same budget, so you know, same phones and stuff. So
if I'm making commercials to sell something, I don't want to use my iPhone. It's a different production.
Yep.
Every great photographer is going to tell you the best camera that you can have when you need it is the camera that you have.
That's right.
Every one of us just about carries a phone everywhere we go.
Yep.
Eddie still carries the Jitterbug flip phone, but it has a camera on it.
Yeah. The camera I'm using for the live right now is a Logic webcam. Got it from Amazon. Yeah, it won't that much. I don't remember how much it was, but it was cheap. I mean, it's a good camera for this. It's got its own mic in it that was fine. I just had to go and get a different one. Them won'ts. But that's what I'm using. I did use just the camera off the laptop, the webcam built into the laptop for a long time, and then I finally broke down and got this. I actually the one I got is the same one that Liz and Chris were using, because I was talking to her and I said, hey, what camera are you using for y'all's? And that's what she told me and sent me the link to it on Amazon, and it I bet it won't $30. So it's not that big. I don't know what cameras that y'all are using, but
I'm running my iPhone that I use every day for everything else. I'm running it through a laptop and running Camo software, Camo app on my phone, Camo software on my laptop to make it interchangeable so that it can see it, and
right.
that's what I'm running. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, you are not supposed to buy anything until after the show. So here's a thought. Package it with your gimbal, and you can sell it on eBay as a content creator bundle.
There you go.
And let me know how much you want for it. I may know somebody.
Yeah, I mean, if you try and get rid of it for $400, we might know somebody.
Yeah. I was thinking 200, but I'll go 3. I mean, they'll go 3.
Right. All right. Well, we're about 50 minutes over, but hey, it's all good.
I didn't know we had a
Sherman,
time frame. Oops.
yeah. Well, no, that's a problem we got, Ron.
It's hard to tell. Remind these guys that that's really no YouTube timing. Sometimes your show takes a little longer. It takes a little longer. So
yeah, we just go till we ain't got nothing else to do, and then we'll stop it. But
I usually catch y'all after dinner on Tuesdays, and y'all are about 30-35 minutes in, and I look down and say, oh no, they got an hour to go. So about 50 minutes in, I come back to it, and I'm like, okay, now they're good to go. So yeah.
It depends. If there's somebody got something special coming on, after us or whatever, we may make sure we're off in that time. But most time we just we go Sometimes we finish on Tuesday nights, we hit the hour mark and we're pretty well done. Sometimes, we go 2 hours and before we're finished. Same thing on Wednesday nights, or Eddie's coffee break on Thursday afternoons, same thing. Then we ain't even gonna talk about the usual suspects that may go on for days. But
that's a different, that's after hours, and all bets are off after that. So
that's right. But that's, tripping with RV. That's one thing about doing lives. Like Eddie said, Eddie does a schedule every day and sends out, but there's no concrete timelines in there. We were up here. We normally are up for an hour, but we may end in 45 minutes. I doubt it'll ever happen, but we could. Or we may go like 2 hours tonight. So it's never. It's like Ron was saying, it's never perfect. It's never what you lined up for. I have notes and everything for and list of questions and everything for every show I do. I never get through them because we'll start the talking and we'll go off this way a little bit and then we'll come back and we'll go off that way and I'll say, oh yeah, let me do a question, but it's just in how the show is progressing, how the chat is involved and what they're saying and asking questions. We may have a topic that we're supposed to talk about tonight, but the chat will start asking questions and lead us somewhere totally different. But that's what we're going to do, and we're going to go down it that way because, especially on tonight, Tuesday nights, that's what this show is for, is to help each other, grow and progress and to answer questions somebody may have about something that we may know about. And if we don't, chances are we know somebody that does, so we can find out and get some answers. That's why we brought the brain up here tonight. So if anybody had any hard questions, Darlene can answer them. But
wow.
Anything you want to add to that, Ron?
All right then. Yeah, she's not even paying attention. So, dang.
She's practicing Uno.
She's working right now. She's doing something, getting ready for school. Yeah. And as I listen to other shows, and so that y'all have feedback, if y'all would not have been talking about whatever it was y'all were talking about that night, I probably would have never thought about this on my own. But listening to what y'all were saying, it triggered that. And since I have Sherman on speed dial, I'm like, hey, have you ever thought about this?
Yeah.
It's a thought, and it doesn't hurt to share a thought.
Right. Exactly right. Yep. Exactly right. That's how we all learn. That's how we grow. That's how we help each other.
Yep. John, I saw that comment.
Well, they stopped it. They didn't keep going with it.
No, he knew. I knew what he meant.
All right. Well, Eddie, you got any closing remarks to help new or old creators out on cost and things they should get, shouldn't get? Don't waste your money on, spend your money on.
And start with basics. And number 2, reach out to anybody else. There's always somebody that will be able to help you somehow. And if the person doesn't help you out, you look for somebody else. There's plenty of us around to get in touch with and find out. I don't have a problem with connecting and letting you know a few things from my side of point. And I'll give you some advice also. And one thing is, follow the YouTube policies, whatever they are, because they don't tell you what they are. But try to stick to the right thing. And if you're beginning now, before you hit that monetize point, make sure that your channel is kept on the right way if you want to make pennies. Otherwise, you're gonna be in trouble right from the beginning. So, and this AI stuff, no video. Maybe an intro, outro, you thumbnails and stuff, but during the video itself, no. I learned my lesson the hard way, and it hasn't been pretty. So,
Yeah. All right. Ron?
If you're new and you have a question, ask. There is not a person in this community that, if ever we've asked a question about, have they not responded. I mean, down to the simplest, hey, what do you think I should do about going live? What time? It's not that we don't have a problem with asking, because you don't know what you don't know until you don't know that you know it, or know that you don't know it. And so just ask. This group, this community, wonderful people. And like I said, nobody has ever said, no, you need to learn on your own. And so don't expect things just to fall in your lap either. If they do, that's great and wonderful, but you do have to do your due diligence. And like I said at the beginning, you're going to pay one way or the other. You're going to pay somebody for their knowledge, or you're going to gain that knowledge through experience. And y'all know, usually that costs you something: time, money, your backside, something.
and always share it forward. Also, I do get a lot of questions about that list. I call it, that's what I call it, the list, instead of a schedule. That is something that I got from Mr. Paul and Meg at the time. They were the one that were the originators of the list, of the schedule. And eventually Paul decided to walk away from it. And I reached out to him, and I asked him for his blessing, and I said, do you mind if I continue doing the list? And he says to me, you got my blessing, you go right ahead. And at any time he wants to take it back, I don't have a problem giving it back to him. But for the time being, I will continue doing it. And like I said, if you come to our chats, hang out with us, share time, and to me, your time is so good that I will make sure that I look for your channel. I will subscribe to it, and I will share your premieres or your lives. Once you become a member, I will promote you more when it comes to your shows or videos that you're doing yourself. But as long as you're here and there's a list going on, I will add you to it. Just make sure that it's done the day before. Sometimes at the last minute, I do add people the early mornings, because I don't know, for some reason I've been getting up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning lately. So I always come and check, and sometimes somebody just popped there that wasn't there the night before. So I go ahead and add them to the list. There's not a problem, unless you get too cocky, and then we have a problem. But other than that, we just move on and stuff like that. And some people might see me with a hardcover sometimes. It's just my New York attitude. But even Sherman will tell you that I'm a teddy bear, so it's no big deal. So, but whatever we can help, we'll help. We could do the best we can. We're here to help each other. We're not here to make myself look better than anybody else, because I'm not. I am not anyway better than nobody here. So we just move along and continue. And sometimes it might sound like criticism, that I'm criticizing you, but you gotta make it, look at it and realize that I'm giving you advice in my own way. And eventually you'll see it, you'll probably see your eyes through it and say, he made sense,
See what you're talking about. Yep.
That's right. Yeah. Because none of the three of us up here got to where we are right now by not asking for help and asking questions.
Thank you.
So,
Yes.
And having somebody that said, hey, try this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like Eddie said, sometimes you think you're getting criticized, but it's just honest truth that it's not to criticize you, it's to help you grow and help you understand what others are seeing, you know, because like Ron said in the beginning, you know, we all want to put out there, we have an image in our minds of what we want to put out, what we want, how we want people to see it.
Yeah.
But that may not be the way people are seeing it. And so, you know, sometimes it takes that little criticism. So, you know, if you ask 5 people to look at a video and all of them, like Ron was saying earlier, they all say, oh yeah, that's good, I love it. But every time they're telling you that, find you 5 more people to ask to look at it.
yes.
You need to have a couple that, at least a couple that are honest enough to tell you actually, truthfully, how it is.
Yeah.
98% of it might be good, but then I say, well, you know, that intro or that outro or that little middle section you could have done without, you know, it kind of threw it off or whatever the case may be. But, and nobody in this community, family, because that's what it all is nobody is going to do anything intentionally to hurt you, to try to make you feel bad or anything like that. It's all to help everybody grow and help progress. So if they all every time say, yep, everything's perfect, you know, find you some other people to ask to look at it or ask the questions to. But like Eddie said, everybody in this community that we're in, none of us understand how we got here. We just feel fortunate that we are here with this group of people. And
yeah,
there's nobody here that will not try to do whatever they can to help you with anything and answer any questions you've got. Like I said, I don't know everything by any means. Ron don't know it all. Eddie don't know it all. But within this community, chances are somebody's going to know it. And so we'll, with all of us looking and thinking, we'll figure out, hey, Ryan knows about this. Jeremy knows about this. You know, Scott knows about this. You know, so we might not be able to personally answer your question, but we can get you to somebody that can, or we'll go and ask the question for you and get it back to you.
Yep.
So just don't be scared to ask. And, you know, as far as thinking about doing a live, the hardest thing to doing it is doing it.
Is doing it.
Just go out there and do it. And like I said, you know, if you want to try doing it on a panel to start with, reach out and we'll get you on a panel that you won't be by yourself to start when the first 1 or 2 you're doing. You know, if you want to do it all yours by yourself to start with, that's perfectly fine too. But I just like to throw that out there that we're willing to bring you on a panel and be part of it as a guest to start with, to kind of get your feet wet and get used to it a little bit.
Yep.
Scotty J.
Scotty J. Woo, woo.
So, but yeah, but you know, just don't go out and spend a bunch of money to start with. Just start with what you got, and just go with that. But just understand and realize that as you progress, as you want to do more, there's going to be a cost with it. That then you just got to figure out what you want out of it, so that and what your budget is to do with. so that you can spend money more effectively on things that will help you reach your goal and what you want to achieve with it. So,
Hey, Sean, where we live, we don't all live in the same state. We live in the same area. That's all we have. We have red dirt. We have red dirt, we have clay, and then we have red sand. So it's all red.
we got
I
a
did
lot
that
of
for
we got a lot of
Jane.
clay here. That's why they make bricks here.
Yep.
So,
You get it?
all right. Well, I reckon we'll get out of here. But
Guys, I want to thank y'all for having me. Anytime y'all want to do this again, let me know. This is a lot of fun to do. So
oh yeah, well, anytime we can come up with something. That's for sure. We every week trying to think of what we can do a show on that is kind of the talk of the community at the time. It seems like every week or so, a lot of talk in the community will be about a certain topic and a lot of questions being asked. And we'll try to, if we can, we'll try to do a show about it. So, you think of something else, by all means, you got the bat phone, just hook me up.
I wrote down 2 things already. So
there you go.
I'll push it through the old mind sift and see what I can come up with.
That's right. I was actually thinking about next week, which it might be a little too late, but it is what it is. I actually thought about getting see if DC was available, have him come up and talk about NCL. Between him and Eddie, because there's a lot of us that's going on the booze cruise. This is our first NCL cruise. And just talking about things that people need to do and how to do things and how to get around and all that. Not necessarily, well, you need to go to this restaurant, you need to go to this bar, you need to go to this, because like Eddie always says, everybody's taste and enjoyment is going to be different from place to place.
Right.
But we can also talk about the operational side of things, how to do stuff, how you need to go about, booking reservations for different restaurants or shows or, just that kind of stuff in general. That's something I was kind of thinking about for next week, since it's getting closer to that time where a lot of that stuff is going to have to start taking place with getting things ready. And and between Eddie and DC, they probably know more about NCL than NCL knows about themselves. So
Probably so.
So that may be the topic next week, but I'm gonna reach out to DC and see if he's available next week. He's a busy, popular man, so he may be at a concert or something else.
He may have another live planned.
Hey, maybe.
I saw him on Vicky's tonight, Miss Vicky's tonight too.
Yeah. So I tell you, he's making his rounds.
That's how you do it.
That's it. So we need to pull him back a little bit, pull him back into our channel for a little bit. So. All right, well, guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being here. There's a lot of good information come out. I hope I'm sure folks got something out of it. And I really appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the folks in the chat that's come in and listen to us talk about all kinds of things, even what Ron was playing with. But Eddie will be back in the morning for the show, and then we'll be back tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern, for the cruise news, and we'll talk about all the hot topics going on in cruising and
In Galveston and Royal.
and we'll probably hear a little bit about Galveston and Royal.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a
But
little bit.
yeah, we'll see. See what happens. But
Just a
appreciate
little bit.
everybody. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see y'all around.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.